will focus on scaling the department way back. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says they're eliminating a large number of programs.
It means stopping the wasteful spending, and as I said, critical programs will be protected.
She says student loans, Pell Grants, and programs supporting special education students are among those functions that will remain protected. Trump is expected to sign that order sometime today as he looks to shift more control of education to the states. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens won't be getting the right to vote in local New York City elections. This after the state's highest court struck that law down. The appeals court ruling in a 6-1 majority that the measure that had been passed by the city council back in 2021 was unconstitutional. The decision caps a battle over who would be permitted to vote in New York City's municipal elections. It's News Time 107. Some new unemployment numbers out today.
The Labor Department says 223,000 initial jobless claims were filed in the week leading up to March 15th, 2,000 more than the week before and in line with what analysts were anticipating. The less volatile weekly moving average has remained fairly consistent since the start of winter. In all, 1.9 million out-of-work Americans are receiving jobless benefits.
It's Jim Ryan reporting, and while those jobless benefits did inch up, economists say layoffs remain historically low, and that means the labor market is healthy. An update now to the case of the Connecticut man who police say was held captive by his mom for more than 20 years. A crowdfunding effort has now raised over $100,000 for the now 32-year-old. Police say he was severely emaciated when they found him last month, weighing less than 70 pounds. They made the discovery while responding to a house fire. His stepmother, Kimberly Sullivan, was later arrested. Cops say the man reportedly suffered prolonged abuse and hadn't received basic medical or dental care or an education. Well, they may be exes for a quarter of a century now, but Demi Moore is celebrating Bruce Willis's 70th birthday. She posted a gallery of current family photos on Instagram. The heartfelt images provided fans with a rare glimpse at Willis, who has remained out of the spotlight since he retired from acting a few years back. He was later diagnosed with a form of dementia. We've got cloudy skies right now. It's just 48 degrees, and we're probably going to remain cloudy and breezy for the rest of today. We get to a high of 54, and then we'll see some periods of rain tonight, maybe even a thunderstorm, with a low of 42 in the city.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month, a savings of nearly $300 a year.
Whether you need a $100,000 policy or a $10 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. In a hurry? Don't worry. With SelectQuote, you can get up to $2 million in instant, affordable, same-day coverage with no medical exam.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-637-9116. That's 1-800-637-9116. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-637-9116. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
I'm Larry Mullins. Personal injury should equal personal attention. That's what you get at Spector & Associates Serious Injury Law Firm. They understand accidents and represent people who have been seriously injured. Spector & Associates is based in New York and will help. Injured? Call them first. 800-318-8888. Spector & Associates has recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. Have you been involved in any kind of accident? Visit their website, crashinjury.com, or call 800-318-8888. The attorneys at Spector & Associates are fierce in getting you the money you deserve. Call them first. 800-318-8888. That's 800-318-8888. Or visit their website, crashinjury.com.
Spector and Associates, your serious injury lawyers. 800-318-8888.
News Time 111. Let's get traffic and transit on the 110 over to Greg Rice.
Well, back to the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway and back to the absolute mess we're dealing with. Westbound BQE just past the Williamsburg. 2 left lanes are out because of a crash, and it's a standstill back to Queens Boulevard. Now, on the eastbound BQE near the Williamsburg, the fire trucks have left, so all lanes are open, but it's still a mess with rubbernecking on the eastbound BQE from before Hamilton Avenue all the way up to the Williamsburg because of the westbound crash. On the southbound side of the FDR Drive coming down towards East 14th Street, you got an accident in the middle lane, and that's all sorts of slow behind that. All the way back to the 70s, the downtown-bound West Side Highway. That'll treat you out back to Brooklyn and backed up on the belt. Westbound side of the belt, getting out towards Bay 8th Street, roving repair work. Left 2 lanes are blocked, and now it's slow all the way back towards Knapp Street. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. City-bound side of the George Washington Bridge, about an extra 10 minutes in on either level. Northbound West Side, the best of it out. Cross Bronx, the worst from Westchester Avenue. Lincoln and Holland, no more than a few either way. Traffic is sponsored by Beethoven's Ninth Symphony at the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
You've heard Beethoven's Ninth Symphony in famous movies like Die Hard and A Clockwork Orange. Now, you can hear this iconic music, including Ode to Joy, live with the New Jersey Symphony, April 3rd through the 6th at 2 New Jersey venues. Tickets at njsymphony.org.
And let's get a check of our 1010 Winds AccuWeather forecast now. Here's Matt Benz.
And still pretty gloomy out there at the moment with some spotty drizzle, but the sky's beginning to break down across portions of Staten Island and across central New Jersey. And we may see some breaks of sun here as well. That'll help give temperatures a boost to the high 54. But rain returns into tonight. Even a thunderstorm in spots tapering off from west to east late. Look for breezy conditions at the low 42. Then plenty of sunshine for tomorrow, high 53. It will be blustery, though. Saturday, clouds, some sun, breezy, milder for the afternoon. The passing shower, high 59. A bit breezy and cooler into Sunday. Clouds and some sun with a high of 50 degrees. Right now, it's 48 degrees in Central Park under cloudy skies. Repeating, the current temperature is 48, going up to 54 this afternoon in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
Their ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
Americano, je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin. Now you save up to 35% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever for a single line. It's $45 per month when you bring your phone, which is less than you spend on Too Tired to Cook takeout every week. Get one line on Unlimited Welcome for $45 per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store by April 2nd to save. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on Unlimited Welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small, loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's gonna finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
A medieval city in Germany has gone to the dogs.
Ja, der Dackel ist einfach ein super sympathischer, anhänglicher.
Organizers of a giant parade of dachshunds in Regensburg are happy to explain their appeal after at least 897 wiener dogs spread out through the streets. They made their way to a historic stone bridge past a museum housing a quirky collection of dachshund memorabilia to set a new record at the finish line. Participants came from all over the world. The founder says the goal of the parade was to spread positivity. Germany began breeding dachshunds over 300 years ago to hunt badgers. Edward Rodriguez for 1010 wins.
Well, it may cost a lot to go to the movies, but a new study finds that most folks believe a trip to the theater is still a good idea. But a new survey is telling us what specific types of movies will get people out to theaters. And here are some hints.
Where the hell are we? I don't know. Looks kind of Mad Maxy. But that would be IP infringement, right?
They have to be funny. More than half of those surveyed wanted comedies, but they also liked this genre too.
Get out. Sorry, man.
46% saying they want to see more thrillers like Get Out. The survey was done by the Global Cinema Foundation. Well, something called dark energy could hold the key to how the universe will ultimately end. Scientists say that mysterious force is enormous, and it's so powerful, it's pushing stars and galaxies away from each other at a rapid rate. They still don't know exactly how it behaves or whether it's a constant force, but some believe it may be weakening, and if it continues to ebb, the universe could one day stop expanding and eventually collapse on itself. Venus is making moves, the planet. It's set to pass between the Earth and the Sun at 9 p.m. on Saturday. It's known as an inferior conjunction, or the Venus kiss. But you won't be able to see it with the naked eye because of the sun's glare. And this kind of thing actually isn't all that rare. It happens about every 19 months. Well, the annual World Happiness Report is out, and it's unhappy rating for us Americans.
World's happiest country?
Again, tops the World Happiness Report ranking.
Co-editor Yana Manuel Deneuve. Afghanistan's once again rock bottom. The U.S. has fallen to number 24, its lowest ranking ever, and there's worse.
If you look at young people in America, and here I'm thinking below 30 years of age, Americans wouldn't even make the top 60.
Social isolation driving polarization in much of the ever unhappier world.
That's Vicky Barker reporting. Lipton fans are pretty teed off after the company pretended to discontinue its peach iced tea. The emotional roller coaster began on Tuesday when the brand declared rest in peach next to an Instagram photo of a can of peach Lipton iced tea with angel wings. The message went on to say that maybe one day peach will make a comeback. Well, that didn't go over at all well with peach iced tea fans, who were commenting like crazy and hitting the dislike button over 14,000 times. Hours later, Lipton shared on social media that peach is here to stay, and they said the whole thing was an early April Fool's joke. Some new research today addressing a fear over popular weight loss drugs.
A new study suggests popular weight loss drugs do not cause an increase in suicidal thoughts. A study published in JAMA looked at concerns that the drugs, often referred to as GLP-1 drugs, could be linked to a small increase in suicidal behavior, but research showed that's unlikely to be the case.
Correspondent Michael George. Google says it's found thousands of fake listings on Google Maps, and it's filing a lawsuit against the alleged scammers behind the fraud. Many of the listings are fake businesses, and the initial alert came from a Texas business that flagged an unlicensed locksmith that was impersonating them on Google Maps. Well, that claim led to an investigation that led Google to uncover and eliminate more than 10,000 illegitimate listings. But why are the scammers doing it? Well, Google found many of the scams were concentrated in what they call duress businesses, services that people need in urgent situations like locksmiths or towing companies. The scammers set up the fake business, use social media to increase their reach, and then scam people who are trying to reach the legitimate business. Google told CBS News that it plans to donate any damages that it wins from this lawsuit to organizations that work to fight scams. The station you know, the people you trust.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon, 48 degrees. We've got cloudy skies in Manhattan at 120. I'm Linda Lopez, and here's what's happening. Rallies today for and against continuing congestion pricing in the city on the day before the deadline by the Trump administration to end the tolling program.